Are we even shocked anymore that some of the loudest voices in MAGA land run with doctored photographs in order to make their point? Here, let me show you this series of videos. Just enjoy this.
So yesterday, an account called the Democrats with a Z because it's so edgy. They posted this. Donald Trump was the only person wearing blue clothes instead of black during Pope Francis's funeral. Now, I don't normally report anything, but I just wanted to see if the TikTok censors were willing to be honest for maybe a second. So I reported that for misinformation. Now, the reason I reported it for misinformation is because this is what the picture looks like when you zoom out. If Donald Trump is the only one wearing blue, there must have been a shitload of Donald Trumps there. But anyway, I reported it for misinformation.
Okay, we know that he reports videos. He didn't just test one to see if the algorithm would stay honest. That's a doctored photo. Stick with this. I'm going to show you a couple more videos, and eventually you're going to see it.
Ironically enough, all of you criticizing Donald Trump for wearing a navy blue suit with a red tie at Pope Francis' funeral obviously did not see or care to pay attention to what actually happened at Pope Francis' funeral because you just don't like Trump, so you chose to focus your negativity on him. Go figure. But watch where they asked for people to wear black. They didn't say you needed to. They asked you to. But then also watch the picture where it's enlarged, where probably 20% of the male population are wearing a navy blue suit. Oh, and remember, y'all didn't say anything about Prince William, who wore a navy suit. And you also didn't say anything about Joe Biden, who was wearing a navy tie. You selectively chose to speak about Donald Trump because he's Donald Trump. Oh, and then you also chose to speak about his wife, who was wearing all black as asked, which a lot of the people didn't choose to do because she looked tired or because of her age. Well, did you ever even recognize that it was her 55th birthday, and instead of doing something fun, like spending time with her family and going and doing something she enjoyed, she chose, along with President Trump, to go to Pope Francis's funeral on her 55th birthday. And by the way, I don't think generally people are super happy and smiling and doing a dance at a funeral, because it's a time of mourning and it's a time of reflection. And yes, it is a celebration of someone's life, which they chose to go to and represent the United States. And yes, we voted for him. We chose him to represent us. And he did. And he did very well, along with his beautifully graceful wife. Thanks.
And she too ends with the doctored photo. You know who else didn't recognize that it was Melania Trump's birthday? Donald Trump. He posted several times on his Truth Social account, but never once posted a happy birthday to her. But I digress. Here, now we're going to wrap it up with this video.
All right, so no one disputes that Donald Trump wore a blue suit to the Pope's funeral, but of course conservative creators like Jeffrey Mead, as soon as he starts getting some flack for it, comes in with this defense.
This here is a perfect example of what the media does to get people to hate Trump. The Vatican asked Pope Francis' funeral attendees to wear all black. Trump wore a blue suit. So that's what the media says, and this is the image they show you.
So yeah, we're all in agreement. The media showed you the rules that the Vatican asked for, and they show you that Trump is breaking those rules. So what is the dodge he's going to try to do here?
Now here's a picture with more context, and you can see how many other people were dressed. I'm zooming in a little bit more so you can see it. There's a lot more blue than what the media was trying to lead people to believe.
So yeah, instead of Jeffrey just acknowledging that Trump did in fact break those rules, he goes with the defense of, hey, he's not the only one who broke the rules. But is that true, or did a MAGA supporter just get a hold of Photoshop here? So let's go ahead and focus on these two men that are wearing the traditional Muslim headdresses here, and look at this guy here to one side who's wearing a purple suit, and this guy here who seems to be wearing a blue suit. And let's go ahead and look at the raw image. So here is that raw image blown up from Getty Images, and in it you can see that Trump is indeed wearing a blue suit. But if we slide this image over, you can see that there are the two traditional men in their Muslim headgear. And here is the guy that I previously identified in a purple suit. And here's the guy that I identified as wearing a blue suit. And you can see that they are, in fact, wearing black suits. And for anyone who'd like to confirm this for themselves, I encourage you to head on over to gettyimages.com and search World Leaders Pope Funeral. And you can see these photos with your own eyes.
Oops. So here we have some of the biggest voices in the MAGA movement on social media, including the older millennial, running with doctored photographs to lie to their followers to get people to believe that all of these people were wearing blue suits when they weren't. None of those videos are going to be taken down, by the way, because none of these people have an ounce of shame.